We've done this kind of before, but I don't know if I showed you this. So I wanted to show you, sometimes you got to cut a bolt down, right? And you could grab it with a pliers or whatever I've done, or hold it by hand, but it gets really, really hot. So I made these. So it's a U-channel like C-lock, like it's meant to grab, but obviously these are fairly small bolts. So I just made the gap a little bit bigger. So one of two things, you can either clamp it like that, right? If you need to make the bolt really short, or obviously the alternative is, you clamp the head and cut it off, right? But the nice thing is, and you guys know, you always want to run a nut on it before you cut it. And that's so that when you take the nut off, it straightens out the threads. Because no matter how straight you cut it, you're gonna like kind of deform the threads a little bit. And then you see it kind of leaves it a little bit whatever, but if you do this, right? Now it straightened out the threads, right? So literally look. The other option, if you look just quickly, see it puts a little point on it, and it also gets rid of that burr. And now it's perfect. You don't have to mess with it. It's an easy way to do it without fighting, because the other thing is you don't want to clamp on here because you'll destroy the thread. Now, it's a little easier because this is a socket head, right? But if you have a screw, like a screw that has like a Phillips head, it's hard to clamp onto the end of it because the end of it is super, super thin. That's why I had this, so that you could clamp onto the actual thread itself of the bolt, right? So the other one that you could do is, let's say once you cut it, right? So here, I'll show you again. You like my ghetto rigged belt sander? So obviously you would grab the grinder normally, but for this I ghetto rigged a belt sander, right? But, right? Check that out. It'll self-center instead of trying to sit there and fight. You know how sometimes we have those situations where the damn bolt, or if you have one where they're kind of slightly off, that will force it to center itself, right? The other option that you could do too, okay, that's not hot. Ow. But what I was gonna say is, so you take that, right? Don't let that go away, right? And then you could thread it in. So if you need to find the exact pickup point on a amp board, you know how like the carpet, or you know how we make the amp racks, the PVC, you literally could make, we have a bunch of these, but if you didn't have one, or if it was a weird size, you could make it, thread them in till just the little point is sticking up. Yep. And then you just take the board, line it up, press, and when you pull it off, it's gonna be 4 perfect holes, or 3 or 2 or even 1. Like let's say you need to pick up 1 point, like you have it mounted everywhere else, you could thread the stud in, press on it, pull it back, and boom, there you go. Now you can do it without having to try to figure out where it's at, right? The other one, this is just from the radar laser thing. So, it was bugging me. So we did that. We were fixing a radar laser car, the Defender. We mixed up the cables and didn't know which one, and the label had fell off or something. So we had no way to know which one's which. Well, we wouldn't use this for what it's for, but this is the cables that they use, RJ45. So you plug one in at the back, right, or the front. So either under the hood, or in the grill, or in the back, and then you just turn it on, and it'll tell you if you're not on the right cable, you'll get nothing. Does that make sense? So then you would just go to the brain, the CPU for the radar laser system, and then you would just plug in till it starts going. Now you can label this one and this one at the front of the back. Let's say the label falls off. Let's say you mixed them up, or you think you mixed them up, or you don't know which one's the right or which one's the left. You can use that to figure out what's right and what's left. That'd be cool, right? Like, and then it has a slow feature, but again, none of that matters. All we need, you see green lights, we're good. That means that, plus the other cool thing is sometimes you're not sure if it's the cable run. This will check the cable run because it in essence checks every single pin inside. So if one's shorted or one's broken, like let's say it broke when we ran it, or in the boot, or in the lid or something, it would show you red wherever there's not a physical connection, or it's an open circuit. So what do you guys think? Pretty cool.
Visit our website at showtimeaudiochicago.com.